there, Virgo. Welcome to your February 2014 Runescope. My name is Amanda. As per usual, be sure to watch the video for your rising sign as well. That can give you some more information about other themes and other areas in your life that you may be dealing with in February. Also, I did post a yearly overview for all of Virgos for 2014, so if you haven't had a chance to check that out, be sure to do so. That can give you an idea of the major themes that will play out through all of 2014 for you. Forewarned is forearmed. Or of course, the only way to get an accurate personal look at what's coming up for you is to schedule a private reading. I do those on Skype and they're $65 for a half-hour session. So if you'd like to book one of those, just drop me a line at the email address below this video and we can get you set up with that. But let's dive into February for Virgo rising. See what you guys are going to be dealing with in the upcoming month. I've also got my statue of Aphrodite here, as it is the month of February for Valentine's Day, to lend her loving energy so that I can get hopefully some information on the love lives of you Virgos for February. The focus for this month, though, for Virgo, I see is going to be centered around home and family or relationship. It looks like you're going to have to be patient regarding a new beginning that you want to make, Virgo. Now, for a lot of you, this can be something as simple as remodeling your home or, maybe getting two family members together who need to talk things out. Maybe you're one of these family members that needs to talk things out with another family member. There's something that needs a new beginning, a new start that you're wanting to make on some level, but for some reason there's a delay around this. Also remember in February, Mercury is retrograde for all of February. So you know what that means. Communication is not usually at its best. Mercury is your ruling planet, so that tends to affect you more than some of the other signs. So, a delay will be beneficial though. So February is a month to kind of mull over these changes that you want to make. For those of you in a newer relationship, be careful that you're not trying to push something forward too quickly, because maybe that's what's happening here. You may just be, Valentine's Day can do that because we want to, we have the special day of love. And if you're in a newer relationship, our expectations for what's going to be happening on that day, they may not be met because maybe we're just not at a certain point in the relationship. And some of you may be dealing with that, expecting more than maybe the relationship is ready for. So be careful about pushing that, because if you do, you could wreck a good thing. So just be aware of that. Again, if there's a new start as far as financially or a new job that you're contemplating, being too pushy is not the way to go in February. And again, with Mercury retrograde, it could be that communications are stifled. You're not hearing back as quickly as you had hoped. And that's just kind of the way it goes with Mercury retrograde. So mull things over, kind of let things unfold. I'm not saying don't send a message if it's been a while since you've heard from a job or a lover or someone that you're waiting on news from. But don't, blow up their phone or blow up their email. As frustrating as it may be to be patient, I feel like that's going to be not only beneficial for you in the end, but it'll make the slow going of February easier to take if you just kind of think, well, I'm just going to kind of sit back and relax the best that you can. It's not a month to sign new deals, to seal new relationships anyway. It's not something you want to do when Mercury's retrograde. For some of you, there may be an unexpected element to this, and that may be an unexpected pregnancy, an unexpected news that you're dealing with, and it seems like it's a positive thing. It's just a big change. I don't really see a negative connotation around this. If that's the way it's playing out, it actually seems like it's something that's supposed to happen. I also see that it's guided by spirit. So if you do get news in February that you're going to be a mother or father, I think that while it may be shocking, I think it's going to be a positive thing in the long run. Virgo. Keep that in mind when you're dealing with the shock part of it. And maybe that'll help adjust, because I think you'll adjust rather quickly if that's the case. For some of you, this may just be a new job offer that comes in at the beginning of February. And then, like we talked about with the delays around Mercury retrograde, you may, not hear back. But that's good because March is going to be a better time. You don't want to sign on to anything in a Mercury retrograde because you'll tend to have to redo it or it won't work out anyway. So hold off from signing anything as best you can until March. You're going to be hearing that over and over if you watch a lot of these predictive type videos on YouTube. I know I have because I watch too. That's what I've been hearing. So I'm not doing anything in February. I'm going to hibernate. So something that has been, if anything comes out that has been hidden, Virgo, and I think for a lot of you there may be some disruptive news that comes out around either family or a group that you're involved with. There seems to be a lot of gossip going on, and this could be on the work front, this could be coworkers, or like I said, among extended family. This could be a significant secret that somebody's been hiding. How close you are to this is going to be different for all of you. I mean, it could be that, it's you that has been hiding a rather large secret that comes out in February, or your mate, or, something that just really is a shocker. And, that would be par for the course with a Mercury retrograde as well. But be careful what you hear. Be careful about what you hear and accepting what you hear, because it seems like, you're getting half-truths. There's a lot of gossip involved in this. So make sure before you go, go after somebody with a pitchfork, that you have all of the accurate information and that it's not just gossip and rumor. Because I think in the beginning, that's going to be very much the case. There may be some kernel of truth, but a very small kernel of truth. So make sure you have all of the information and accurate information, Virgo. And if it's about you, set the record straight, Be like, no, that is not what is going on. This is what is, it's not any of your business, but this is what's going on, as a matter of fact. So yeah, set the record straight. And it could be March before everything kind of clears up, but I mean, at least you'll start the ball of truth rolling in February if you correct people who are spreading inaccurate information. Help you're going to receive is going to be actually anything that is delayed in February. If it's a relationship, for a lot of you, as going back to if this was a newer relationship, this delay is actually going to prove beneficial if you don't kind of push things further. What is a disappointment in February? Like maybe you were thinking, oh, I was thinking that my new lover would do something more exciting than this. Or maybe they don't get you anything for Valentine's Day. Maybe they just post on your Facebook wall and you're like, are you serious? I think that, whatever this disappointment is, you're going to get it worked out, I don't think this is setting a precedent for all Valentine's Days in the future if you're in a newer relationship. So if you're disappointed, whether it's a new relationship or whether this is a long-term relationship, if you're disappointed in what happens on Valentine's Day, if somebody forgets, oh Lord, it happens. I don't know how, but it does happen. In this day and age of social media, I don't know how somebody would forget that it's Valentine's Day, but it does happen. So whatever disappointment or delay may happen for some of you around Valentine's Day, it's going to work out okay. You're gonna get a positive answer to your question, but yeah, don't be too pushy. Don't. If it's a new relationship, don't expect diamonds and furs and. You got to tone it down there a little bit, Virgo. Give it some time to develop. And, maybe for some of you, maybe it's your partner that is expecting that. And you're like, hey, whoa, ho there. Slow down. We just met, on New Year's Eve. Chill out. What can't be changed about February is that, there are things incubating in February that are going to make you very happy, but it seems like you may not see those. It's kind of like a situation of you're not going to see the forest through the trees. And you may get so caught up in the drama again about this, for those of you that this surprise news comes out, You may be so caught up in the drama of that you just take off with that. And, if you don't bother to get the truth, if you don't bother to kind of let things come out, let things unfold, if you don't bother to set the record straight, it seems like that the drama of that situation could overpower the good that's going to come from it. So everything in moderation is the key in February, Virgo. Don't push too hard. Don't get caught up in drama. Don't believe things until you get the truth and are positive that you've gotten the truth. Go to the source. Go to the person it involves before you kind of flip your lid. And I think that may be a challenge of February. For those of you who are dealing, I'm not saying all of you will be dealing with this, but for a lot of you, it looks like that will be a theme. By the end of February, for a lot of you, I think this is going to be a family situation where this news comes out, There may be factions. The family may be split off, taking sides. If it's a friend or coworker situation, the same thing may be happening. People may be taking sides. Maybe it's a couple within your sphere, within your group, that are getting divorced, and you know how people have to kind of take sides, or feel like they have to. So they kind of go with whoever they were friends with first. That's what I'm seeing, a lot of this happening. Just know that this is going to blow over. February is the prime month because it all seems to kind of happen at once. Everybody hears about this split or these two camps of people who are kind of arguing, and they start taking sides, and it turns people that used to be close against each other, and you're somehow caught in the middle of this, Virgo. Just know while this is going on, if you can sit back and just kind of freeze all of your actions, freeze all of your responses until you know more of the information, this is going to blow over. There are some people within this group, whether it's family, unfortunately, or whether it's friends or coworkers, that are really going to kind of show their true face in this. You're going to really get to know who your friends are. You're going to really get to know who has your back from this situation. And I think that's the good that's going to come from this. And I think you're going to turn your back on some relationships because of that, Virgo. And kind of this had to happen for you to know who is really there for you and who really isn't. So that's what I'm seeing is the big theme for February, Virgo. Finding out who really belongs in your life. Who has your back, who cares about you, and kind of trimming the fat in that area. And I think the process starts in February. I think it's a year-long thing for you, Virgo. And I kind of talk about this in your 2014 overview of you deciding what kind of people, who you want to surround yourself with. It's a big theme for you in 2014. So for February, I think that process starts, Virgo. Good luck with that. And I wish you a very happy Valentine's Day. And I will see you back here again in March.